Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
A new and alarming concern about Zika issued by the Food and Drug Administration. Find out what's being recommended right now all across the country. Plus, big investments from Fiat Chrysler into a Metro Detroit plant that's set to save money and boost jobs.
Well, it's weekend time, and your weekend forecast may include some rain. We see the high clouds streaming in now, but we'll track those weekend rain chances.
Good to have you with us here, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for Local 4 News at noon. I'm Sandra Ali, obviously here with Brandon Rue. A great start so far to the weekend, right?
It's been great. Yesterday, real soupy and sticky. Today, comfortable stuff, and we want to enjoy it. Probably the best of the next 3 days, but that's not saying we're going to have major problems. We've got temperature around 80 degrees right now at Metro, 79 City Airport and Grosse Ile, upper 70s out in Washtenaw County, 76 in Pontiac. We've got 81 in Mount Clemens, 76 in Harrow, Ontario. You add in the humidity, the heat index, not a big problem today. Humidity is fairly low. It only bumps the temperatures up about 1 degree. We'll take it. 80 degrees right now, heading to 83 degrees, 2 o'clock, and low humidity, but high clouds streaming in. Harmless high clouds, so we get the ball game in tonight and no problem. Temperatures in the 80s as you're tailgating. The Tigers and Angels at Comerica Park, 7:10 first pitch, and we'll be in good shape tonight. And again, we'll track those Saturday rain chances coming up. Right now, I want to direct you to the weather page of clickondetroit.com. featuring our 4-zone weather. What zone are you in, and what can you expect for the weekend?
Breaking news this hour regarding the Zika virus as tropical rain threatens Florida. The FDA now asking for new blood screenings. Florida now bracing for what could be very, very heavy rain, and it could leave behind standing water, the perfect breeding ground for infected mosquitoes. The FDA asking all U.S. blood banks to start screening for the Zika virus to help protect the country's blood supply. In other news, Fiat Chrysler announcing a major investment in one of its Metro Detroit plants. The automaker investing $166 million into new stamping presses at the Sterling Heights stamping plant. The new stamping lines will increase plant capacity by nearly a third and also satisfy demand for American-made parts. The multi-million-dollar investment is part of an even larger investment the automaker promised to the UAW during last year's contract negotiations. Chaos at the casino. Gamblers not so happy with Motor City Casino after a system glitch put them and their money on hold. Lauren Podell talked to some of the players who didn't have much luck on those slot machines.
For some, it was a really long night of waiting to collect winnings here inside of Motor City Casino after a glitch prevented the vouchers at the slot machines from being printed out. Instead, gamblers, they had to wait to get hand paid their money, and that took quite some time. For people inside of Motor City Casino trying their hand at the slots, it's been a frustrating night of gambling.
Actually, when I walked out, I thought it was just my machine, but when I walked out, it was a lot of machines that had call attendant, and people were just sitting around waiting on their money.
Alexandra is one of many who saw the words hand pay pop up on the machine she was playing when she tried to cash out.
I just continued to play until my little funds ran out, and then I just went on ahead and left the change in there because I noticed that all the machines were like that.
Local 4 has confirmed a glitch in the system won't print out vouchers, which means people can't get their money until an attendant hand pays them cash. We talked to Marvin Abney when he was inside of the casino, and he was forced to stand guard of his machines for hours.
All they're saying is be patient and we'll get there as soon as we can. But I told them my patience has ran out because I've been waiting about 2 hours now.
Wouldn't you know it, 3 hours later, we caught up with Marvin outside with a wad of cash in his hand. What are we looking at here?
About $200.
And you waited long and hard for that.
I waited long and hard for it.
Now things are back up and running. The first floor here at the casino is open. Those slot machines are printing those vouchers, and no delays are expected after that glitch has been fixed. Reporting from downtown Detroit, Lauren Podell, Local 4.
Today, the Hazel Park man accused of killing his childhood friend and hiding her body in his attic went before a judge for a preliminary hearing. Jordan McClanahan charged with first-degree murder and desecration of a body in connection with the death of 21-year-old Jessica White. According to the autopsy reports, those reports show she was sexually assaulted and strangled. McClanahan reportedly confessed to police, but also says he can't remember what happened. Our Priya Mann will have much more on the trial coming up on Local 4 News starting today at 5 o'clock. And an inmate who was mistakenly released from the Oakland County Jail is back behind bars this afternoon. It's a story we first brought you yesterday at noon. Johnny Rogers was accidentally released Wednesday night. Well, once they realized the mistake, the Michigan Department of Corrections started surveillance on him. Rogers was caught without any incident. He was caught on Detroit's west side just after 5 o'clock yesterday. The 24-year-old was serving a 7-year prison sentence on assault and robbery charges. This afternoon, the state is looking into the Detroit Medical Center after a Detroit News investigation reveals potential issues with sterilized instruments for surgeries. The investigation details years of complaints about dirty, broken, and missing surgical instruments. The 200 pages of emails and internal reports show that doctors had expressed concerns about safety for at least 11 years. The DMC is acknowledging problems with dirty instruments, but insists patients were not harmed. DMC, in fact, released this statement, and it reads in part, and this is a quote, "After careful consideration over several months, on June 1st, we entered into a contract with Unity Health Trust to manage our central sterile processing department and non-management DMC team members. Our new contract with Unity will result in improved central sterile service performance, and we have a high level of confidence in their ability to ensure the high standards of quality we expect." Today, ITT Tech has been banned from enrolling new students using federal financial aid and, in fact, could soon be out of business. This ban comes from the U.S. Department of Education because the school failed to meet basic education standards. The school now has to pay $152 million to the department, and that is within 30 days. This is to cover student refunds and other liabilities in case ITT Tech ends up closing. Now, we should point out current students can continue to receive federal grants as well as federal loans. Well, grab your resume. There is a job fair happening today in Metro Detroit. JobFairGiant.com hosting the Metro Detroit Job Expo. This is going on at the Wyndham Hotel on Van Dyke, just south of 15 Mile. That's in Sterling Heights. The event is free, and it goes from now until 3 in the afternoon. More than 50 employers are going to be there. They're going to be ready to interview for part-time, full-time, even internship positions as well. Still ahead here on Local 4 News at noon, a deadly car bombing in Turkey leaves nearly a dozen people dead. What happened earlier this week that may have provoked this attack? A dramatic rescue in Georgia. How one police officer was able to save a passenger seconds before his car was engulfed in flames. Also today at noon, a plane crashes into a house in western Indiana. What witnesses say happened seconds before that plane tumbled into the home.
Hey guys, I want you to take a look. Something incredible is going on right now behind me. The rekindling of a relationship between a Japanese city and a suburban Detroit city. These Japanese lanterns were gifts from the sister city in Japan to the city of Pontiac, but fell in disrepair as the city fell into disrepair. But today, something big is happening that's going to bring back and strengthen this relationship. You'll see it today at 4, only on First at 4.
If you're in a
At least 11 people are dead, dozens wounded in Turkey after a car bomb was detonated at a police headquarters. Local reports blaming the attack on the Kurdistan Workers' Party. It's a militant group that has been fighting for Kurdish independence for decades. This video here shows smoke just billowing from a Turkish province that borders both Syria and Iraq. On Wednesday, Turkish forces launched their first major incursion into Syria in support of the Syrian rebels. Aftershocks adding to the anxiety and devastation in central Italy today after a massive earthquake left at least 250 people dead. The powerful aftershocks destroyed already damaged buildings, blocked roads throughout that area. Firefighters today were able to escort survivors back to their homes only temporarily, just to give them a chance to try to salvage what they could. In Georgia, a police officer being hailed a hero after rescuing a man from a burning car. Body cam video here captured this whole scene as the senior officer pulled up to the burning SUV. He jumped out of his cruiser. He grabbed a fire extinguisher there from the trunk, and then look at that. He then races to get the man trapped in the rear seat out of that car. The officer bent the door frame back. He pulled the man through the rear window, and as he did that, an explosion from under the hood knocked off the officer's hat and the body cam. The driver in the SUV, unfortunately, did not make it out of that SUV. And in Indiana, a brand new video of a plane that crashed right into a home. That small single engine plane was trying to land at Sky King Airport. It was trying to land last night, and it reportedly clipped a tree and slammed into the roof of this house. 2 people were pulled from that airplane. They were airlifted to the hospital. Thankfully, though, no one was inside that house at the time of the crash. Still to come here today, a major department store offering some big discounts this weekend. Find out how you can take advantage of some of those deals and also help someone in need. Brandon?
Beautiful Friday, Sandra. We have 70s and 80s, some of the best weather in the world. Once again here in Pure, Michigan, a lot like we had earlier in the week. But as we look into the weekend, I'll be tracking Saturday shower chances next.
Could your social media or smartphone be spying on you?
Yeah, it's super creepy.
What information is gathered on you? How is it collected? And could it be used to target ads to your interests? Find out tonight at 11.
Only at
Dime. Today is the start of Macy's annual Shop for a Cause charity event. The shopping event runs through this weekend. Customers, you get a 25% discount on most everything, regular sale and clearance purchases, with a $5 donation to the March of Dimes or another participating local charity. That savings pass is valid online and in stores. If you donate your $5 in stores, you also get a chance to enter to win a $500 Macy's gift card as well. The March of Dimes organization, of course, if you don't know, helps women throughout their pregnancy and also promotes baby health as well. Not a bad looking start to the weekend here, Brandon.
In fact, looks great out there. Take a look at our beautiful Detroit skyline. High clouds, harmless high clouds in the forecast for this afternoon. We'll take it. 80 degrees. Sometimes these high clouds can filter out enough sun so we don't get real warm and steamy, but humidity's down near 50%. These northwest winds bringing in slightly cooler air. So let's give you the 4-zone forecast starting in our metro zone, which goes all the way up to West Bloomfield, Troy, and Clinton Township. Mid 80s there. 87 the high expected in Dearborn today. 85 Romulus. 86 Trenton and Flat Rock downriver. South zone, good afternoon. We have middle 80s again, not a lot of humidity, but just high clouds streaming in. Lambertville 85, Blissfield 86, Dundee at 86, and Monroe at 85 degrees on your Friday afternoon. Our west zone is Canton, Ann Arbor, Manchester, all the way up to Fenton and Flint, including Clarkston, Milford, and Novi. So middle 80s there as well. No surprise, we're all in the same boat, with the exception of our north zone, likely in the upper 70s to low 80s, from Sandusky's 82 to Oxford 83, Richmond 83, St. Clair and Port Huron around 83, 84 degrees. So our low humidity and light breezes out of the west. Good hair day today, so we're looking good. I think tomorrow's going to be pretty decent again, but we do have a little bit higher humidity. And you notice some of these showers down here to the west-southwest of us. We get the high clouds, debris clouds from some of those showers. Not a big deal, not a threat for us today, but here's tomorrow. I have 2 models to show you. First one at 8 a.m. tomorrow shows some activity over Lake Michigan, and this one is a little aggressive. By 3, 4 o'clock, shows some of these showers coming into our west zone. And then a different model starting again in the morning hours of Saturday has things farther out to the west, and by 5, 6 o'clock still a little bit west of the area. And I'm buying a little bit more into this model due to the fact that we are dry today and most of tomorrow, and that will eat into the shower and storm chances as they come in. But either way, late Saturday, we do expect some rain and thunder showers heading into remnants early Sunday morning, but not to ruin your Saturday or Sunday. Well timed out, we hope. Middle 80s through the weekend, and after that, through the next week, Labor Day weekend and beyond, Sandra, looks real dry.
All right, thank you, Brandon. Decision 2016, a brand new presidential poll shows Hillary Clinton is ahead of Donald Trump 44% to 37% here in Michigan. And now with 73 days to go until the election, Trump and Clinton going to extremes, both accusing each other of racism while on the campaign trail, leaving many voters very confused leading up to November.
Donald Trump ramping up his war of words with Hillary Clinton, again calling her a bigot.
Well, she is a bigot because you look at what's happening to the inner cities. You look at what's happening to African Americans and Hispanics in this country, where she talks all the time.
Clinton's running mate Tim Kaine addressing the B word in a taped interview with Stephen Colbert that airs tonight.
He is taking hate groups mainstream.
And in a major speech, Clinton tearing into Trump, charging her rival with building his campaign on prejudice and paranoia, tying him to right-wing extremists, citing Trump's leading role in the birther movement.
He promoted the racist lie that President Obama is not really an American citizen.
Dismissing claims about her health.
His latest paranoid fever dream is about my health. All I can say is, Donald, dream on.
Calling Trump's new campaign CEO, Steve Bannon, the head of Breitbart, a key player in the alt-right movement.
A fringe element that has effectively taken over the Republican Party.
Underscoring her message with a new video featuring former Klansman David Duke praising Trump.
Voting against Donald Trump at this point is really treason to your heritage.
Even before Clinton spoke, Trump insisted she was smearing his supporters.
Hillary Clinton isn't just attacking me. She's attacking all of the decent people of all backgrounds, doesn't matter, of all backgrounds, who support this incredible, once-in-a-lifetime movement.
Escalating his attack on the Clinton Foundation.
Hillary Clinton's actions constitute all of the elements of a major criminal enterprise.
Asked whether his own $100,000 donation to the foundation constituted pay for play, Trump hedged.
I didn't do it for that reason. It was nothing I had in mind. But I will say they liked me a lot. They liked me a lot. And if I didn't make that contribution, they probably wouldn't have liked me at all.
Coming up, a little boy in New Jersey saves his money to give back to some local heroes. Find out what he did for police officers and how they repaid him.
Make your favorite.
New Jersey boy with a heart of gold using his allowance to show the officers at the New Jersey Police Department just how much he truly appreciates them.
Meet 5-year-old William Everts Jr. He saved his allowance for 7 months to buy himself a Power Wheels police cruiser. He likes the police a lot, but instead of treating himself to that toy, he decided that he wanted a kindness day and treated the Winslow Township police officers to lunch.
And to thank him, the officers then turned around and they made William Officer of the Day. They even gave him a ride, as you just saw right there. They gave him a ride home in the police cruiser with the lights and sirens going. And look at how happy he is.
He tamed his mohawk down too. Did you see that? He just...
Well, he's being very official, right? Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Looking good too. We're going to see a chance for showers tomorrow night, but enjoy it.